point across. Fish tanks, marble, yo, let me tell you, you know I like, there's two rappers I like, and let me see, you know, let me know if this identifies with y'all. Two rappers.
Alright, y'all, so what y'all just witnessed was crazy, bro. Like, that's all I can say, man. So that just happened. And, bro, I mean, let's just say that I'm gonna hold myself accountable and be responsible, because we have been on the road all day. We had literally left at 5 in the morning to drive to South Carolina, which was 5 hours. Then we did the event all day in the sun. Then after the event, we went, got food, walked around the mall. Then we went to Marco's show. I had to go pull up on Marco's show, give him some feedback on his show. Then after Marco's show, we went to the gas station and did some reels. Then after the gas station, we went to a parking deck and did some more reels, got chased by security. So it was overwhelming altogether. And then we hopped on the road to go home. So I know I'm just jumping straight into this video, but I'm just giving y'all a rough draft of exactly what was going on in that situation. So after all that, we hopped on the road, and I was like, bro, we might as well make it to the house, because I wanted to get home, because I had jewelry I need to drop off. I got people dropping their cars off to get stars. So I was like, bro, we got to get to the crib. But bro, all I'm gonna say is this truck just became my favorite vehicle. I have 8 cars right now, and the truck, hands down, is my favorite right now, bro. And if you don't know why, then, I mean, you want me to play the video again? Like, bro, let me just show y'all the damage. Let me show y'all the damage on my TRX after that crazy, bro, literally collision, off-road experience. Bro, my light flashed and I was asleep. But let me show y'all the damage, y'all. Y'all ready to see this, bro? Like, I can't believe this. Like, I really can't believe this happened, and that this is the aftermath of it. I mean, as y'all see, it was a pretty hard hit. My boy was in denial. He was in straight denial. Like, bro, it was a deer in the street. I had tried to swerve out the way. No, nigga, you fell asleep. It's okay. It's not your fault. I shouldn't have had you driving. That's on me. I gotta be responsible. But let me just show y'all, bro. This is what happened after hitting the wall in my 2022 Ram TRX. Hitting the sidewall going 80 miles per hour. This is what happened. Bow. Absolutely nothing. Bro, all the damage is on this tire. As you see, all this white, I don't know if y'all can see it. All of this white, all of that. Bro, the wheels didn't even get touched, bro. Well, maybe a little scrape. Okay, it got, okay, hold on. Okay, a little scrapey scrape. A little scrapey scrape. But no damage, bro. Like, what? Huh? This is crazy, y'all. No damage? Bro, if I would have been in any other car, I would have probably freaking totaled, been flipped somewhere. And I'm not sure if I have the video, but my buddy, I'm gonna call my boy now to get the video to see if I can get the footage from the track out. Bro, he said the truck went off the ground. Like, it went off the ground in the air. So I'm not really sure, but if so, that's pretty freaking, like, mind you, in the moment, I didn't know what was going on, but watching the video back, it's crazy, bro. Like, hold on, y'all. Like, absolutely insane, crazy. But, you know, I just want to take this time to tell y'all, man, like, Ram trucks are the wave, bro. The TRX is the way. I need to put my mic on so y'all can hear me. Damn, bro, like, I'm just blessed, man. I just want to say thank you, God, for allowing me to be here, man, because, bro, that could have easily went south, and, you know, not only wrecked my car, my baby, my truck after I just left this show, that could have been my ass, you know what I'm saying? Like no Diddy. That could have been life, you know what I'm saying? We could have, anything happened, we could have flipped or anything, man. So, yo, if y'all tired, please pull over. Get you some coffee. Get you an energy drink. You know what I'm saying? Make the best out of your situation. Don't force it. You know, like, I could have got a hotel. I just didn't want, I wanted to get home to my bed. But, man, bro, just truly blessed, man. I just got to thank God. And just everybody, man. Even my boy, like, I'm thankful for him for not going crazy. He caught the wheel, took it together, and handled that like a champ, man. He might have handled it better than me.
Y'all, I know we on story time talking about the TRX, but I gotta show y'all. Look at this crazy one-piece chain I just did. Gear 5 Luffy? Come on, bro. Insane, bro. So I had to take a second to show y'all this. You know, then we're gonna get back to the video, but bro, Luffy? Come on, bro. Yes, sir. Back to TRX. Oh, these not TRX. Cat about to get out of there. 5 going wherever. Somewhere cool, not leaving, but I don't know I'm doing the Challenger. But I had to get my guy come and detail the TRX, bro. Like, it stank because of that animal we hit. And we about to get back to story time. Let's get back to story time, because I gotta talk to y'all about this. We gotta have a real one-on-one, y'all. Like, I feel like I'm gonna go to church today. We're going to church. Y'all wanna go to church? Okay, you go to church? Let's get it, man. What church we going to, though? I don't know. Stay tuned. All right, y'all. So my detailer just said it's all type of blood and guts on my running boards underneath the car. The car smell like death, bro. And that animal saved our life, bro. Literally saved my life, bro. It was dead already, and it still managed to save my life. So how bad's the damage?
Real.
Look at the face. Look at the face.
Bro, your detailer gotta be more than dedicated to do some shit like this, bro.
Bro, it's all under there?
Yes.
Oh my God, I feel so bad. Oh man. Not the big TRX. Oh, I smell it. Oh, it stinks so It stinks so bad. Yo. Jesus, hey man, you the one, man, not the two. I couldn't even pull that thing in the garage because it stunk so bad. All right, man. So yeah, whew. I had to call the detailer. Bro, I couldn't put the truck in the garage because it stank too bad, bro. Like it's just not it. So every couple days I gotta come and jump start the Charger. Anybody with a Mopar know you gotta keep these things running, otherwise it will eventually die. So right now I'm just letting it run, letting the battery charge, you know what I'm saying, letting it do its little dizzle. I still be checking the coolant just in case, but it don't have no issues. This should be fine. But you know, this thing is hot, bro. It ain't been running for like 15 minutes and it's just hot. Like, God, Lord have mercy. Matter of fact, let me pop the hood, let it get some air, man. Let that thing get some breathing room. Drop it like it's hot. Like steam be coming off this thing, it be so damn hot, man. Hey, if you ever cold in the winter and you got a Mopar, crank it up, put it in your garage, let it run. Your whole house, oh, you might get fumes everywhere, but it's going to be warm. I promise you. But all right, back to story time. We got a story to talk about. Like, I'm sorry, I keep interrupting, but let's get it. Gotta do like them content creators be doing. You know what I'm saying? How they shut the door and act like they was already recording. When you're not feeling great. No, I'm just kidding. Y'all know what time it is, man. If y'all don't know, it's story time. Story time with OK Cute. You know what I'm saying? We got some stuff to get into, man. After that situation happened, like we gotta talk about it. We got to talk about it. And what other way to talk about it than in the Blackbull? So deaf. Let me get out the driveway real quick. Let me get out the driveway. Alright, y'all, so what's on the menu for the day? So, first off, alright, my little camera a little shaking. Hold on. I got this whole, bro, I paid like $500 for this stabilizer to hold the camera still. But I don't know, it's not holding the camera still. Like, the camera should not be moving. I gotta figure out why. You know what? It might be moving because it's in this case. Nah, something loose. Something is wobbling. Hold on, y'all. I gotta figure this out. Because the whole point of this stabilizer, so it don't move. You know, what's making it do this? Hold on, y'all. All right, I think I got it. I just kind of finessed it. I mean, ain't 100% right, but let's see if it at least works. We'll find out once I get to driving it, bad boy. Okay, so far so good. But anyway, y'all, so, all right, we're gonna get into story time, man. So let's talk about it. So first off, y'all seen what just happened, bro. My boy fell asleep driving the TRX, bro. Ran into the wall. Now let me just tell y'all, for one, I'm so grateful for how the situation happened, because that was serious. Like, that was really serious. That was not no like play, no, oh, you hit a pothole, oh, you know, like, that was like life changing. Niggas could have flipped the whole truck, you know what I'm saying? We could have wrecked the whole truck, and this truck is the most expensive truck I have. It's 100 grand. You know what I'm saying? All my cars, this is the most expensive one. Well, yeah, as of now, kind of. So, you know, everybody, like my boy, when it happened, you know what I'm saying, he was just like, bro, first off, he was like in shock. Like, when it happened, he didn't even know what happened. He talking about some, bro, a deer ran in the street and I swerved. I'm like, what? Mind you, I was asleep, so I don't know what happened. So, you know what I'm saying, he like, a deer ran in the middle of the street and I swerved out the way. And I'm like, okay, all right. He like, I think. I'm like, you think? He like, yeah. I'm like, oh, man. So pretty much I had my boy Blue and Webb behind us, and they the ones who called me and was like, bruh, that nigga just hit the wall. Especially my boy Blue. Blue don't play. One thing about Blue is he don't play. He on top of stuff. He not gonna play about nothing. He like, bro, he hit the wall. Nigga, pull over and check on the truck. Because when it happened, like, no lights came on, and I didn't hear anything, like no damage. You know what I'm saying? I just woke up, but I did get a warning on my dash that said collision. Matter of fact, I'm about to tell y'all exactly what it said. Hold on. Give y'all a rundown. I took a picture of it, bro, because it's keep popping up. So, and I don't know what it means. So, if anybody in there and you know what this means, let me know. But it says, off-road management limited, avoid aggressive maneuvers. So I'm assuming that means something happened. That means something happened with, like, the shocks. You know what I'm saying? I'm assuming that, but I don't really know. But anyway, man, you know, when I got home and I watched the footage, first off, when we pulled over, checked the car out, it wasn't a scratch on the car. And even my boy Blue and them got out the car and they're like, bro, we gotta look everywhere. Something, it gotta be a scratch somewhere. I'm like, bro, I don't see no scratch. So that was the first thing. So on the way home, I'm just like, what? Immediately I started driving. I'm like, dang, bro, like, I'm just knowing I'm about to have to fix something, or you know what I'm saying, what happened. But I'll tell y'all one thing was, from the beginning of it, when it happened, I accept the responsibility. And I might be a bit of a pushover when it comes to this, because I'm like this with everything, but I accept responsibility that I had my boy driving. It was 3 in the morning. We was tired. We've been on the road for 6 hours. Prior to that, had an event. Mind y'all, my boy, he like my security, so at the event, he following me around all day. So I accept responsibility that he's probably tired. And in a moment, he talking about, oh, I can drive. But he was saying like, all right, you're going to have to drive because I'm a little tired. And I'm like, all right, just drive till you can't no more. So come on, putting somebody in that situation is just asking for an accident. You know what I'm saying? Like, regardless. And if and it's not asking for it, but if something happens, I have to be responsible for it. Like, bro, you set that up. You know what I'm saying? You act like that was okay. So, you know, he was like apologizing, and you know, I felt bad for him because he really was like really felt bad about the situation. And at the end of the day, it's on me, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, it's on him too, because he should have pulled his ass over and been like, I can't drive no more, I'm too tired. But it's on me as the responsible one, the owner of the vehicle, the one who is funding the trip, you know what I'm saying? It's my event. So all that kind of falls in place with me, making sure everything is taken care of. And when people are with me, I try to make sure that they got their best interest. I'm gonna give y'all an example. So yesterday we went to the gym, we played basketball, right? And we were playing 5-on-5, and you know, people start betting for money. So it turned into $50 games, $50 game, cool. So we all bet $50. So the first game we played, we all bet $50, and me and my squad wound up losing. Now we lost off some humbug, BS foul call, but we lost nonetheless. So we had to pay up. So I immediately went and paid up. My boy Webb, he paid up. And then we ran it back. So when we ran it back, we like, yo, run it back. So the guy who won, he bet me and my boy. So when we went to run it back, he was supposed to bet me and my boy again, but instead he only bet me and had his boy who was playing bet my boy. So we like, all right, cool, you know, whatever it is, what it is. So we wound up dominating their ass and beating them that game. Boom, I'm happy as hell. Ran straight up like, let me get my money back. Got my money back, and his boy, mind y'all, we celebrating, we all run around the gym like, oh, it's lit. His boy snuck out the gym, just dipped, he just left. So we like, hey, you know, like, where your boy at? We talking to the other guy. We like, where your boy at? Who's supposed to pay? And he like, oh, I don't know, he must be. And we like, bruh, we wouldn't even been betting money if it wasn't for your boy, if it wasn't for that being your boy. And it come down to, it ain't about the money, it's more so the respect, you know what I'm saying? It's like, fuck the money. But only reason why we were betting is because this is somebody you affiliated with. Now, vice versa, if the situation came and this, my homeboy and another guy who's my homeboy, and they only know each other through me, I'm responsible for my homeboy. So if my homeboy bets and doesn't pay him, I'm gonna feel obligated to pay him. Now, some people gonna be like, nah, that ain't right, I ain't doing that. That's just how I was born and raised with my homeboys. Like, you take on the responsibility of the people you're with. So if you're with someone and they do something foul, it's on you to make it right, or, you know, not be around that person no more. You know what I'm saying? Like, if you're gonna be with somebody and they do something crazy, then it's gonna filter back onto you in some way, form, or fashion. So in a situation like that, now that's just me being noble, but I would have just paid up. Like, here, I'll pay for my homeboy, and then I'll get my money from my homeboy. Like, hey, look, bro, you knew I was locked in with them folks. I rocked with them, and you know what I'm saying, you ran off, so I gotta make it right. So now you need to make it right with me, because you my boy. And if you don't make it right with me, cool, I know I can't rock with you no more, because you knew what time was. Now some folks gonna be like, hell no, nigga, that's on him. Like, he ran off, he ran off. We grown ass men, I'm 30, you know what I'm saying? We're not doing stuff like that no more. When we was kids, yeah, but if you gotta run off with whatever, then that's cool. I don't mind that, run off, because I'd rather just cut you off and stop dealing with you. And that's a blessing, you know what I'm saying? That's a blessing. So that's fine, that's perfectly fine in any situation. But as situations go, you gotta hold yourself accountable. And you have to hold yourself accountable for the people you're with and the people you around. Because that's how you end up in situations. You know what I'm saying? I ain't even gonna throw in Young Thug, but look at his situation. Whether he was the one doing it or his homeboys was the one doing it, but by them all being clicked up and together, he got dragged down with it. I ain't saying he guilty or not guilty, but regardless, if they did some heinous crimes and then you was back posted up with them, kicking it with them, hanging with them, now it's gonna come back on you like you might as well have did that. You know what I'm saying? That's in certain people's eye. But anyway, circle back to the story. So, you know, I just told my boy, like, you know what I'm saying, you're not responsible and I'm not gonna hold this against you. You know what I'm saying? He apologized and he did all he could. And I just gotta accept responsibility. But I'm just gonna say, man, like, I just really thank God. I'm really like blessed, man. And like, what's the odds? Like, what is the odds of him crashing into the wall and right before he hits the wall, it's a dead animal there? What's the odds that a dead animal could have possibly saved my life? An animal that already passed could have possibly gave me more life. And I know I ain't trying to get deep like that. I don't really be into the deep metaphors, but you know, when I'm just thinking about it, I'm like, damn, bro, it was 4 in the morning. We going about 70 miles per hour in a big ass truck. And if he would have hit that guardrail hard enough, the car could have went up. Or when he hit the animal, the car did go up. But it could have went all the way up and flipped us, you know what I'm saying? It could have flipped us. Anything could happen. Or we could have just ran smack dab into it. Then we could have just been in an accident. Car could have been total. Anything, but what's the odds that a random dead animal was right there on the side of the road? Bro, that's crazy, bro. So I just say, man, if you gotta really count your blessings and understanding that things happen in a mysterious way, bro. And I want to circle back to story time because I want to tell y'all, like, when y'all ever get in a situation where things just ain't going your way, or it's feeling negative, or say for instance you want to go out and you go out to the car and boom, out of nowhere you got a flat tire. And mind you, you got 4 brand new tires and they've been good. You've been driving these tires for a month, no problem, and then boom, your tire flat, and you got somebody in town, and it's a situation that might not come so often, and in your mind it's like, damn, bro, like life is just crumbling for that moment. You pissed, you mad, you like, I can't believe this happened. What's the odds of this happening? But somewhere inside of that is probably a bigger blessing, because I know this is gonna sound cliche, but if you would have went, or if that wouldn't have happened, something else could have happened. And it takes nothing but 0.1 second for your life to just completely change. You know what I'm saying? Things can change in an instant. So, you know, try to look at the bigger picture when things happen. Try to look at the better picture. In my mind, when it happened, I was pissed, I was mad, I was sad, I didn't know what was going on. But immediately I recovered from it, and I'm thinking like, okay, well, this is content. At least I can make some content out of it. Not only can I make some content out of it, now I can use this story to push somebody else for a positive thing, you know, push something else and make it a better situation. Use this to talk about something you've been wanting to talk about, and you know, how you can help somebody else in this situation. So don't always look at things as like it's from a negative perspective. You know, if it happened, it happened. Make the best out of it. Okay, well, that happened. You damn near crashed the car, but how can we make this positive? How can we make this happy? Okay, for one, we got some content out of it. For two, we got to do story time and talk about situations that might help somebody, that they need to hear, they need to see, they need to know. So, you know, you got to take that in consideration when going through things in life, man. If it could be the minor things, man, like you wanted to go out, or say, for instance, you had something you was about to buy and your paycheck got delayed because of XYZ, and then now you couldn't get what you wanted, and it might have been limited edition, 1 of 1, and it sucks. But later on down the line, it might make sense. It could be 7 years from now, 17 years from now, you're gonna be like, damn, if this never happened, that wouldn't have never happened. And I'm gonna tell y'all another story, bro, which is crazy. I haven't never talked about this on the internet. So when I was about like 18, I wound up getting locked up, and I got locked up because they said I was selling like items that I didn't own, and it was like trademark infringement, like, oh, you can't be selling things that you don't own, blah blah blah. You know what I'm saying? That goes for like anything that you could. It's pretty much when you selling bootleg CDs and DVDs. You know, that was like they can lock you up for that, because you know that's what Omni and Hellcat got locked up for, pretty much, essentially. So pretty much, forget the whole getting locked up. The whole point of it was, I had saved up $5 grand. Well, like $5,500. Now, mind you, for me at like 18, bro, that was a lot of money. You know what I'm saying? Like, bro, I worked hard for that money. I'm hustling, bro. I'm trying to work on things, fixing things. I used to buy things and resell them. You know, I would go to the hood to buy stuff to resell it, whatever I had to do to make money. So I saved up that $5,500, and I was going to buy my first drop top. I wanted a drop top. I knew I wanted a drop top. I was like, I gotta get me a drop top. And I had found a Mustang, and it was a limited edition Ford Mustang. I think it was like a 07 or something. And I found a guy who was like, yo, he wanted $7 grand. He was like, he'll do $5,500. Bro, I was like, bet, I'm about to get my first like cool little car. I think I was in like a Toyota Celica at the time or something. Literally, I was going to buy the car. In the process of me going to buy the car, I wound up getting locked up. Random as hell, just some random BS, bro, some stupid stuff. And I just was distraught. I couldn't believe that happened. They took my money, they took my everything, my guns. They took everything from me that I had. And in the moment, I just didn't understand why that happened to me. I'm like, bro, why did this happen? Like, this is crazy. Like, well, you know what I'm saying? Like, what did I do to deserve it? Like, you know, all that BS we always doing. But, you know, I realized looking back at it now, if I bought that Mustang, how different my life would have been. You know what I'm saying? I would have never got a Mopar. I would have never probably got the BMW M6. I would have never went down the route I went. I would have probably went on another path, which, you know, could have been more successful than this one, could have been worse than this one. I don't know. That's not on me to know. But I enjoy and I love the situation I'm in now. So I'm thankful that what I went through happened, and it changed me and it helped me, and it really pushed me to go on a different path, which in my eyes was a more positive, better path. And then it pushed me to later on down the line get the convertible I wanted. Maybe I would have got that and I would have settled. I would have been like, oh, I got me a convertible. I'm gonna start using this as a bill. And I might have been happy with that, you know what I'm saying? But nah, you know, it didn't work. You know what I'm saying? I lost that bread, had to start over from damn zero. You know, I had other things going, but it was a crazy situation that really didn't make no sense. I'm like, bro, all these people out here doing crime and y'all gonna come get me for this? This is people catching bodies and doing this and that. Y'all gonna come get me for this? But hey, I'm pretty sure that had to happen for a better situation to open up, man. So, you know, I say all this to say, don't take nothing for granted. And most of the time people say, don't take, you know, good things for granted. Like, oh, you made $100 today, you got a $50 tip. Don't take that for granted, but also don't take the bad and negative things for granted either, because that saying that it could have been worse is true. And it could have been worse, but it also could be better because of how worse it was. You know what I'm saying? Because you went through that, you might go through a bigger blessing. You know, I used to always be like, you got to go through 7, 8 BS things, fall, and boom, you catch something that's immaculate, crazy. And then you might fall again, and boom, you catch something great. And then you might catch something great forever, for the rest of your life. You never have to fall again. But you fell 19 times, 8 times in a row, then 10 times in a row, then one more time. But now, you don't have to go through that anymore. So, you know, use this as fuel, man, and ammunition, bro, like to keep going. And it happened. It's a reason why the past is called the past, because it's in the past. It passed you already. It's done. It can't affect you anymore unless you let it. You know what I'm saying? Nothing from the past can affect you unless you let it. And that's how people get traumatized and stuff happen. Growing up was absolutely insane for me, from my mom being on drugs, from not having a father, to being in the streets, to just, bro, I lost my license at 16 because I had bought a car at 16. My mom who adopted me had gave me some tax money, gave me like $900. $900 was crazy. I went and bought a car. I went to the hood and bought a car from my homeboy. Bro, didn't have no registration, didn't have no insurance, didn't have no license, but I had a car. And I was riding around making plays, going to the train station making plays, and I got pulled over. Bro, they locked me up, took the car, so all the money I had got from my mom was gone. Suspended my license because I didn't have a license, didn't have a registration, didn't have insurance. And then I had to go extra hard when I turned 18 or 17 to actually get it. When I got my license, it was automatically suspended for a year because of what happened to me when I was 16. Bro, it just, man, bro, I got stories for days that just, you wouldn't even believe to have or just even understand. But, you know, I feel like people always tell me they want me to talk about them and, you know, tell them. But I think it's a time and place for everything. When a situation happens, I'll give people my stories and everything. You know what I'm saying? When it's time to tell you that, I will. But, you know, I'll wait until the situation is there and is ready, because I don't want to tell my stories and it discourage somebody like, oh, man. And I'm pretty sure it won't. I'm pretty sure people will use it as like, oh, I'm going through that too, and I can be successful and great. But I don't know. I just feel like when it's supposed to happen, it'll happen. So I just let things do what they're supposed to do. Like right now, I felt like this was a time. This was story time. This was a time to get some of this out, you know what I'm saying, and express it to y'all and let y'all know what's going on, and, you know, have this one-on-one talk with y'all. But yeah, man, just be grateful for whatever you have, man, even if it's BS, even if it's bull, even if it's negative, even if it's not the best. Just try to make the best out of it, because only you can stop you. And I mean that from the bottom of my heart. You're the only one who can stop yourself from moving forward, you know? And the older I grow, the more I start to realize, you know, how important this is, and, you know, how you can't take life for granted. But man, anyway, man, I love y'all. Make sure y'all comment, subscribe, turn post notifications on, all that good stuff, man. And, you know, just keep being great. And if you made it to the end of the video, make sure you drop pickle. If you made it to the end of the video, drop pickle. I know that's random, but I just want to see who really made it to the end of the video. But Anyway, I love y'all. It's okay, cute, and I'm good.